It's me. I turned myself into an eye block, Morty. I'm eye block onion creature.
Wait. No.
Hey there buddies, it's me, Onion Creature. I've got a video today about one of my favorite games for the Switch and Switch 2, Tetris 99. This was the introduction of the 99 series of Battle Royale games. It's basically Nintendo's answer to Fortnite. Keeping with tradition, they've made their own very unique spin on it. We've had a few other games in the series which have succeeded Tetris 99. There's Mario 35, released for a limited time during the 35th anniversary of Mario. Pac-Man 99, which is now discontinued. And another great one, F-Zero 99. It's pretty cool too. But another thing that Tetris 99 has is themes. And this is something that myself and many others have noticed is sorely missing from the Switch system. Themes were introduced on the 3DS. They sold them on an online shop. Some of them you could get for free, like basic colors. But there were some really great ones, some really unique ones from a wide variety of first-party series, and then even some third-party series. So it has been pretty annoying to see such a lack of that on the Switch for just about a decade now. Jesus Christ, man. We still just have dark mode and light mode, which is annoying. Who knows if we'll ever see a change to that. Anyhow, something that does have themes is Tetris 99. They've historically released these as part of events that take place over a weekend where you just need to earn 100 points in order to unlock them. Usually these games will coincide with a release that Nintendo is marketing at the time, so we've gotten a lot of them. In the past, they used to be exclusive to those weekends. Now you can earn them by getting tickets, and there was a recent event where you could buy themes with tickets for a heavy discount, so if there were some you're missing, that was a great opportunity to do so. And yeah, this is effectively the closest thing we have on the Switch and Switch 2 to themes, which isn't great, but I always enjoy me around a Tetris, and so having such a wide variety of selections for backgrounds and music and sound effects is fun. I enjoyed that. There's been a few gaps where they didn't release that many themes. We've kind of returned to a pace where most major titles are getting an associated Tetris 99 theme, and that's a great thing. More options is always excellent. And so I wanted to make a video celebrating those themes by selecting 10 of the best of them. It's been tricky to pin down exactly what form I want this video to take, but I've arrived at a top 10 because I think it's a simple and effective way to communicate some of the highlights that we've seen over the years in Tetris 99. Let's begin with number 10. Number 10, Monster Hunter Rise. Number 10 I included mostly because it's so notable, being essentially the only third-party game, other than, I guess, Tetris, to get a theme in Tetris 99, and that's pretty great. Now, of course, Monster Hunter Rise was an exclusive for the Nintendo Switch for quite some time. I believe that Capcom actually got some input into the Switch development to make sure that it would be able to run Monster Hunter Rise. So it's a game that's highly associated with Nintendo, even though it did come to other systems later on. And just as a theme itself, it is pretty great. I like the Monster Hunter music. I've never been a huge fan of the games themselves. I kind of have a similar issue to these that I do with the Souls games, where the base movement level is too slow for me to really want to play more of it and learn how to get good at it. So I've just not really invested the time. With that said, it's super popular, and having a Tetris 99 theme is very notable, and it's a great one. You get some excellent adventurous sounding music, and the block designs are quite cool, and a nice background too, so what's not to like here? And it's super unique in the selection of themes, so having it here at number 10 just seems right. Number 9, F-Zero 99. F-Zero 99 is actually a classic, and it's got a nice background, and F-Zero music just goes great with the fast-paced gameplay of Tetris 99. Number 8. Game Boy Tetris. Man, I love Game Boy Tetris. That's gotta be my favorite classic version of the game, so it has to be here. You get the original music, and it just had to be on my list because it's quintessentially Tetris. Number 7, Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. This is a great theme featuring some of the classic battle themes from Xenoblade Chronicles, one of my favorite JRPG video games, one of the greats in that genre. My minor nitpick is that I might have liked Gaur Plains as a music track to be included. It's not. That's alright though. And the background and border is also quite good. It incorporates the design elements from Xenoblade Chronicles quite well. And having a Tetris theme for Xenoblade Chronicles is quite an odd thing, and that's one of the great things about Tetris 99 is that you get Tetris crossovers with very unlikely candidates. Number 6, Super Mario RPG. This was made to commemorate the release of the Super Mario RPG remake, one of my favorite remakes Nintendo has done. And in this theme you get the remixed versions of the classic Yoko Shimomura music from Super Mario RPG, which sounds so amazing in that remake. You also get a solid background, a nice border, as well as this custom cursor that looks like the Mario hammer. Some of these themes don't have custom cursors, so it's nice to shout it out when they do. And perhaps most notably, the defeat music is the sad theme from Super Mario RPG. Absolutely amazing choice there. Number 5, Tomodachi Life, Living the Dream. The most notable thing about this theme is that you get the Mii text-to-speech voice from the game included as the announcer.
Ready. Go.
It's probably the most recognizable aspect of Tomodachi Life is those hilarious text-to-speech voices, which were retained in the sequel, Living the Dream. So having them included as part of the Tetris 99 theme is awesome. You get some different emotions on the blocks, which is quite fun, and a nice background and border. The background music is also pretty chill, which can be a nice vibe for playing Tetris 99. Number 4, Kirby Air Riders. I really enjoy this theme. I think it celebrates Kirby Air Riders super well, and it's pretty unique from the multitude of other Kirby game themes we have in Tetris 99. Every Kirby game on Switch and Switch 2 so far has had a Tetris 99 theme except for Kirby Star Allies, which was released before Tetris 99, if memory serves. Anyhow, the block designs are pretty great. They have the icons of the different air ride machines on them. The music selection is amazing. Air Riders has a really great original soundtrack, and the tracks they've selected from that game work super well for Tetris. The 10 players remaining music is very hype. The background art is pretty standard. It's just essentially the game's box art, but it works well. I do like having the speedometer on the top left. That's a fun detail. And you get some of the unique Air Riders sounds as opposed to some of the more standard Kirby sounds you get in the other Kirby themes in Tetris 99. So it stands out from those other themes and just represents a game I love a ton. It's become one of my favorite Kirby games. It might be in the top 3, folks. It might be up there. I love it dearly, and this is a great theme to commemorate its release. Number 3, Super Mario NES. So one thing you'll notice in these top 3 is that I give a lot of points to these themes for having unique elements that are not found in other games. So this was one of the themes that is not part of an event. It's a standalone theme that you can purchase with tickets, and it has a few special things about it. One being that it has a really great remix of the Mario Ground theme, and the 10 players remaining theme is a great remix of the Bowser Castle theme. So I give it a lot of points for the original Mario music, so that's essentially how I arrived for it being this high in the rankings. Number 2, Zelda NES. So this is a theme I chose for similar reasons to the Super Mario NES theme, in that it's got a lot of great original music in it. This is a very, very solid remix of the Zelda theme, which is one of the greatest overworld themes in all of video game history. So that's a really standout element. You also have this kind of weird background where it's been tilted a bit, kind of an interesting choice. Unfortunately, you do have a generic cursor for this one. That is a point against it, but oh well. I think the music makes up for it. You also get a tiny bit of background animation with these particles. I guess they're sort of light particles. It's kind of a fun detail. Just a really great theme. Number 1, Super Kirby Clash. That's right, baby. One of the more obscure Kirby spin-off games for Switch. This was a free-to-play title, and it's a follow-up to a 3DS game, which in itself was an expanded version of a sub-game from Kirby Planet Robobot. In totality, this is my favorite Kirby theme, even though it's from a game which isn't really in one of my favorites. It's not bad, but it's got its issues. So what do we got here? For one, the blocks look really good. In most of the Kirby themes, you have star blocks. This one's no different. And you got a really good main music theme, which, as far as I'm aware, is exclusive to Tetris 99. So that's pretty special to have an exclusive Kirby song. Another great thing is the backdrop. It's a wooden board backdrop and it just looks really nice. The music continues to be great for 50 players remaining and 10 players remaining. Also really like the 8-bit Kirbys, which dance around throughout gameplay. Lots of great details like that. It is truly a treat, and the exclusive elements do give it the edge over the other Kirby themes. One of the few themes to do so as far as I'm aware, and it's just a great time. So that's my top 10 Tetris 99 themes as of August 2026. They are, of course, continuing to add new themes over time, and there were a lot of standouts, a lot of ones that didn't quite make the cut. I think my favorite obscure theme would probably be Endless Ocean Luminous. Sure, why the hell not? It got a Tetris 99 theme. I'm sure you've got your own favorite Tetris 99 themes. If you'd like to share them, please do so. Please let me know. I was narrowing it down on pretty specific criteria. I think originality ended up playing a pretty big role in just differentiating these themes from other ones. What a great game. Always fun to go back to. Who doesn't love Tetris 99? And hopefully it continues to be supported for a long time. This is a game that has gotten a physical release and a paid version that you can play offline. So even if this game's online is ever shut off by Nintendo, there will be ways to play it in a limited capacity after that. That's more game preservation than we usually get for online games. You know, it should be the bare minimum, I think. But we haven't gotten that with some of these other games like Super Mario 35, which is a real shame. Pretty annoying that. F-Zero 99, I believe there's no way to play that offline currently, so if that ever gets shut down, there will not be any way to access that content as far as I'm aware. But it is nice that these themes, as far as I know, will be retained if the online is ever shut off. So we have that at least. Alright, thank you for joining me on my Tetris 99 list video. Goodbye!